Hello everybody, welcome back to Back Out of the Case. This is Skyflight44, aka Sex44, and today we're going to be continuing to play some more Pokemon XD. So, let's start. We do have, like I said, every single Shadow Pokemon that we've ever caught purified. Oh, there's still quite a lot of Pokemon we have to catch. I'm most likely, after beating more of the, after beating a lot of the dudes here, I'm probably going to be going back after I get some more money to buy some more supplies. But I'm going to show you the supplies we have. Got some antidotes, paralyzed heals, burn heals. I believe there might be probably not a nice heal. Got some awakenings. Got some full heals other than that. A few revives and some hyper potions. I do have a mystic water there and a full restore. I wish I could have got some more healing shit. But the big thing I had to do was get a lot of Ultra Balls. I have 50 now and get some Timer Balls as well. Again, we are... great. Trust me, there's going to be a lot of shit we're going to have to do. There's going to be so much we're actually going to have to fight here. It's probably going to take a couple of parts. And I do mean a couple, not just a few. But I actually remember getting to this the second day I had it and just absolutely loving this game. Because I really do think that this part of the game is just absolutely, well, kicks ass. I like the fact that it feels like... Into the Dark Isle feels like one of those, like Dr. Evil-esque super villains. You know, just trying to take over the world and shit. That's what I really do get out of this. However, unlike last time, they're actually going to be rather weak, as you can see. Far weaker than they were earlier. In Mount Battle. And again, the thing is, they are going to get far stronger. It's going to go into the 40s, and I just wanted to be prepared. That's all. Not to mention, we are going to be going after a lot of Shadow Pokemon here. And catching Shadow Pokemon can be a pain in the ass. Be a damn pain in the ass. Not to mention, now that we have all the Shadow Pokemon done with, well, all of our Shadow Pokemon, all of our, the Purifier, the Purification Chamber, all of those are done. We can actually go and get ourselves any Shadow Pokemon we catch, we can immediately put in there, and we can have up to 9 now. Which is absolutely amazing. I think this guy has a Salbai was the Shadow Pokemon. And you're gonna see a lot of trainers now with 2 Shadow Pokemon, 1, 2, sometimes 3. I believe like the I don't believe any of the admins we've beaten before come back with any, but the admins we've not faced yet will definitely need. Are definitely going to. What's the word? They definitely have multiple Shadow Pokemon. Now, I don't know if it's 37 to 38 that Grimer turns into a Muck. Unlike I thought. 2 Shadow Pokemon. Okay. Let's I'm really thinking whether I can actually... I'm trying to think about what I can actually do. I think I'm going to go with Thunderbolt on you. And then we'll use a Mystic... no, damn. I thought for a second that was that fucking water shit. The fresh water. We'll use a Hyper Potion on Electrode. Hopefully it doesn't take it out. I don't have a magnet, so this probably won't. Oh, great. Now I can catch it. Oh, Shadow Rave. I hate how all of this is always super effective. Shadow Hold. Okay. Now we have to get rid of you. And we can't escape. This isn't such a problem in the very beginning of the game, but now it's actually kind of a threat. I think I'm going to use a... I am probably going to be using just a sludge bomb on Golduck. Hopefully... Actually, hopefully it does poison and it doesn't get it down too low on health. I do have a... No, wait, maybe I have a poison... I think I had the poison barb on Beedrill. Fuck. Yeah, not liking this. I'm already gonna be losing Pokemon. Oh, shit. Well, that should help, I think. Let's see. I really can't just... I'm gonna try another Ultra Ball on Golduck. I mean on Sableye. Or Sableye. You're fucked either way. Let's go an Ultra Ball Golduck and then Shadow Punch you. What should I have done? Sludge Bomb. The Sludge Bomb does actually... It's, it would be ineffective against, Sableye. Okay. That's not bad. Shadow Punch, don't kill it. Thank you. That should actually be good enough, too. We'll, screech it. And I'll try and catch it again. Come on. Oh, the gambler Pokemon. What? Shadow Pokemon, the entire snag gimmick. Really, when you need to catch Pokemon, you know, to actually, that's the purpose of the entire game. It really can make some of these battles far tougher than they would normally be. Not to mention Shadow Pokemon and Shadow moves are super effective always, except on other Shadow Pokemon. Really makes some of this shit harder. I'm actually gonna have to bring out some new dudes. These two should be nice. Yeah. Like my ride? Oh, that's awesome, of course. Yeah! This world's richest man doesn't have one of those. Yeah, sure. Oh, I saw you get a battle CD. I'm glad I said yes. If I remember correctly, this is a way out. When we get much further into the actual place, that'll help us be a short way of getting, you know, back out. Oh, look at this. Already a healing machine. Great. Now we've basically won this entire dungeon. We just had to get to this. Okay. And as you can see, I did get every single one of them's tempo all the way up. It took forever to do that. Just so you know. Actually, let's see. No item, and the other one didn't have any items either. That's actually one thing about writing about Pokemon that has actually changed for me when it comes to a lot of Pokemon, actually. Pokemon that I don't necessarily have ever used in the games themselves, sometimes because they just never let me. Other times, I just have never really had the chance to get them. And some Pokemon I've actually kind of disliked. Writing about a lot of these Pokemon, I've really come to enjoy actually going and I've come to really love some Pokemon, even though I've never used them in the games. One of them is actually one of the big ones is Baniri Lopunny. I've always wanted to use Lopunny. However, Baniri is probably the worst when it comes to the entire happiness gimmick, in which Baniri actually doesn't start like the regular, 70 base happiness that a lot of normal Pokemon are like. And I believe you have to get up to 220 happiness to actually, get your Pokemon to evolve. Well, Baniri starts at 0 base happiness from what I remember. And that's worse than a lot of legendary Pokemon. There's only a couple of legendary Pokemon I think that are base 0. One of the reasons why I ain't never bothered getting myself a Baniri. Oh well, and the thing about it is after Diamond and Pearl, you can never get a Baniri in the base game. Like, and I was really hoping for an Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire to be able to catch one of these regularly, but you can't. You can only actually get them, well, basically after you've done the plot, because that's when you get the National Pokedex, I believe. Which is, it bothersome? Yes, I really do think it's bothersome. Okay, Roselia, I think we've already... Oh, you're definitely going to be able to beat that thing down. I don't like how Dusclops is drowsy, though. Wish I actually stayed and took out Dunsparce with my Ariados now. Regretting it. Spinda, you're not Shadow Pokemon. Okay, take out the Spinda. Actually, now that I think about it, that's another thing about what's so interesting about that Pokemon story I've created, in which there's no TM. Do we even know what the TMs and HMs do? How they teach Pokemon these moves? The thing is, like, in Fire Red and Leaf Green, it was like this disc that just got like absorbed to the Pokemon. It's so fucking stupid. But the actual game, oh fuck, it's so bad. Oh well, but what was it called? There's no TMs and HMs. The only way you can actually teach Pokemon new moves is through tutoring. You can teach them, you can breed them to have egg moves, but you can also teach them to have egg moves through tutoring. TMs, any of the tutorings, like an Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, you can teach them to Pokemon with another Pokemon that knows that move. So if I wanted to teach, if I wanted to go and teach Gyarados Flamethrower, because if I remember correctly, I can learn Flamethrower, or Wigglytuff Flamethrower, I would just need to have something like a Ninetales or Charizard that knows Flamethrower. And, you know, after a while, those two can learn it. That's how it goes. It's just how so many of these actual moves that are so easy to add on to some of the Pokemon and just the games themselves becomes such just a web of interconnecting Pokemon, just trying to get moves from certain ones to others and shit. Like how you would need to go and there's nothing there. I know that the other way was the actual way, but I was hoping there was something like an item there or something. Oh well. But oh, who are you? No, you're gonna have to face me. But it's something like Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt is something that you put on a lot of Pokemon. However, there's only a few actual Pokemon that learn it naturally, which you need to have a Pokemon that learns naturally. Oh, he's definitely thankful that he actually had a Pichu, but that's the only way you can actually get yourself Thunderbolt in the universe, which you would need to have, and I'm gonna have to get back Gyarados. You would actually need to have something like you would have to have a Pikachu to learn Thunderbolt before you could send it off onto other Pokemon. You would have to have something like a Shiftry, well, a Nuzleaf, to learn Leaf Blade, to teach that to something like a Blossom. You would have to, for a lot of Pokemon, you would have to Calm Mind, Psychic, Heal Pulse can be attained by just getting yourself a Kirlia. You can go and, if you want Snarl, you have to have a Mightyena. That's the only Pokemon that can learn that move naturally in order to actually go and be able to really do anything with that move. Just all these different moves, like Dazzling Gleam is one of those moves no Pokemon learns naturally. The only Pokemon that learns Focus Blast naturally is Legendary in the 6th generation. There's actually several moves like that, like trying to get X-Scissor. X-Scissor was trying to plan it out was kind of a pain in the ass. Actually, Ice Punch was a pain in the ass to actually get to, because that was like a move that Pokemon like Fralgir or Floatzel will be good at using. But there's only 2 Pokemon that actually learn it. From what I remember, off the top of my head, there's only 2 Pokemon that actually learn Ice Punch. This is Jinx, and not Smoochum, Jinx, or actually, yeah, I think I'm gonna do a Swift, and then start attacking Wishcash. Swift should not do enough damage to take out Dodrio, especially since it's doing that little damage. But I'm gonna go and see if I can catch Dodrio next. But it's just Ice Punch. Ooh, that's wonderful. Ice Punch can only be gained by a Jinx level 18, I believe, and Smoochum has to get up to level 30 to evolve into a Jinx. So yeah, that's crap. Couldn't get it there. You had to actually get Hitmonchan to learn Ice Punch to be able to just throw it out within all the Pokemon that they had. And it's interesting because it's just trying to plan out who gets what, who will supply what moves. It's so much fun. And oh well, I think I'm gonna have to. Yeah, you definitely have to be the one doing this. There is another Pokemon there, though. No Shadow Pokemon here. So that'll be fun. It might be another Shadow Pokemon. It might just be a regular one. Well, Dodrio's caught. After I catch another one, I'll go back and, oh yeah, this is the Shadow Pokemon. Raticate was on the list. But, I think I'm gonna go with one more actual fight, and then I'll send all the... Okay, you're no longer a problem. But, I'll, after this, I'll try and see if I get myself to, what was it called? Actually, let me think about it. I can probably bring back Grimer. Electrode's no longer useful. Let's bring out Grimer, yeah. Or let's bring out something a bit better. I'm gonna be going with the Celio. But okay, let's try and beat down this Wish Cash. Now I think about it before it wakes up. But I'm really having fun just writing about Pokemon. If you take the Pokedex entries seriously, you can have so much fun. And the Pokemon world is a highly interesting and nightmarish world when you take those actual Pokedex entries seriously. And it's one of those what's the word? What was the word? It's one of those if you Shadow Down. What does this do again? Defense harshly fell. Oh shit. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. But if you actually take those two if you actually take those seriously, it's an interesting and highly dangerous world. I enjoy none of the Pokemon media really takes advantage of it. And I think mainly because there's in some places there's the entire I'm just gonna throw a Great Ball at it. This isn't gonna catch it, but I really can't do anything else with Dust Claps. But I'm just rambling on about it. After we actually get Raticate, oh shit, that did definitely a lot more damage. We're probably might look at the Shadow Pokemon list beforehand. Well, before the next part of this actual game. I'm only going to be doing a few parts today, mainly just because I do have other things. I did get myself, I've ordered some new racing games. In my hand, I actually have Juiced, which is a street racing game that I'm going to be looking at. I never really played it. I've seen it played quite a bit. My brother had it a long time ago. Actually, had it at the same time we got this game. And I remember it because we were actually playing it pretty much one after the other, kind of like Ratchet and Clank going Commando and Need for Speed Underground. Okay, let's see. Definitely gonna want Grimer and Electro back out here for at least a little while. Heal them up, and I'll probably one or two more fights left in this actual part. Lovrina is going to be the first actual person we're going to see. Right up at that actual elevator will be Lovrina. I think that's her name. No, screw it. Let's just go and look at it now. Shadow Monitor. What are we going to be going up against now? Farfetch'd, Altaria, Kangaskhan, Banat, Magmar, and Pins. Those are going to be the ones that will be coming up next. Oh yeah, remember this is a lava lair. There is actually going to be a few. Actually, yeah. Let's battle. There is something wrong with you though. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, we've only come across one Cypher Peon. You'd think there would be a lot more Cypher Peons just going everywhere, but no, well, I guess there's nothing. But, Lavrina shouldn't have any Shadow Pokemon from what I remember. She might have been given one, but I'm not really, I don't think she has any. This dude doesn't look like he has a single one of them. Damn well know that. Shadow Punch, let's see how much that does. I think Steel had resistances to Ghost and Dark type until the 6th generation, in which it was given super effective. It was super effective against Fairy, so then, you know, because it might be overpowered. Fairy types. And they actually got rid of the entire Dark resistance and Ghost resistance. I think it's more Dark because, well, let's just say, I'm not gonna be. Well, I could probably do Ghost Shadow Punch, but actually, I probably should have got out for Celio because I'm not gonna be able to use Larvitar. Well, not Larvitar. Fuck. I'm thinking about Pupitar, but I'm not gonna be able to do anything against it with or anything of value with my Electrode. It is still rock ground. It's not rock dark until Tyranitar. Okay, I'm gonna do Celio, and I'm gonna be moving out Grimer for Dusclops. Dusclops is gonna be doing Thrash in the same area, thus it's going to. Actually, this is going to make sure that it's not actually confused, but this, I'm not going to be taking any more damage from Thrash. And Shadow Ball, fine. I really wonder if Lavrina actually has anything. If she does, that Altaria is probably going to be something she has. Which Altaria is actually another Pokemon I've really come to like after reading the Pokedex entries and just looking at its Mega Evolution and its moveset and all the moves it can learn. I've really come to love Altaria without actually having used Altaria before. That's the thing. I think I'm actually going to finish off this area, and then I'll continue on in the next part, because we're so close to beating Lavrina again. Okay, let's see. Which one is worse? Obviously the Girafarig. Now that I think about it, Girafarig is actually immune to Ghost type. Fuck. Oh well. A nice Sludge Bomb should do quite a lot of damage to Sneasel. But after this room, you're gonna see the levels increase quite a bit. Instead of being 33 and 34, it's gonna be far higher. Don't think I'm going to be able to use Grimer in the next actual, what was it called? Don't think I'm going to be able to use Grimer at all in the next actual fight. I'm going to see if I can take these two out with Grimer, then get rid of Grimer, and see, just so we can actually get Grimer to level up once more, because it needs to badly. Oh, Golbat, you're not Shadow. I'm gonna absolutely destroy you. So not every trainer has Shadow Pokemon, but when they do, they have a large amount of Shadow Pokemon. And Seeking, you're not Shadow Pokemon either. Hopefully. Yes, you're not. Let's see. Let's get rid of Golbat. And then I'll bring in Fearow. Or probably should have brought out Celio. Because, again, Celio actually still needs to evolve itself. I believe it's 42, in which it evolves into Walrein. That's just so easy. This is what happens when you do level grind a little bit. This is also one of the reasons why I don't want to level grind too much with Bravo Team. But again, if we didn't level grind at all, we would probably be around 44, 45 when we actually get to, or even less, possibly, when we get to the final boss, and that would have been, again, an absolute annoyance trying to catch everything. I'm gonna try to catch Lugia, Shadow Lugia, without using the Master Ball. Never done it before. I just immediately went for the next actual one. But I want to catch. It really depends. I don't know which one's gonna be the worst, but either Articuno, Moltres, or Zapdos with a Master Ball. So Grimer needs to get up to next actual level before it can actually it needs to actually get up to 38 before it will evolve to a Muck. Trust me, Muck's gonna be absolutely wonderful though. Yeah, I remember you. Of course he was angry. You sucked. Yeah. Purification will so not work on it ever. Guess what? That's bullshit. You wanna know what you have to do? You have to get the tempo of every single purification chamber all the way to max, which I've already done. Put Shadow Lugia in it, and then it immediately becomes, what was it called? It immediately becomes, purified. Okay, for a second I was wondering what Pokemon I actually had out there. Gardevoir always scares me when I see it. Unless I have it, which I'm perfectly fine having it. Aerial Ace is still the better option. Let's completely go after it. It probably does have an Altaria. She probably does have an Altaria though. Ice Punch! And this is before the physical special split, so shit. Oh yeah, that's right. This is one of the reasons why I actually brought Celio with Fearow instead of Celio with Love Disc, is the fact that, I mean, not Love Disc, wrong Pokemon. Dusclops and Duskull, because Dusclops actually loses its Levitate ability, which means, well, no more Earthquake. Let's see. I'm definitely gonna have to go and attack it. Or I'm gonna, fuck hell. Yep, see ya. No way they would attack Celia with that. Okay, definitely gonna want Electrode. Get out that Gorbius. Or Gorbis. Whatever. Fuck it. Actually, that's one thing I still haven't done. I tried going back to Alpha Sapphire, and I can't do it. The degree of difficulty in that game is so low, I cannot get myself to play it. There's also the fact that I've basically played that game so many times before. Well, I played Ruby, Sapphire, and an Emerald to death that I really no longer can easily get myself to want to play that game. Even though, I still had fun with it. It's just I don't feel any kind of challenge, and it's an annoyance. I really wanted to play Alpha Sapphire and love it, and I can't. I really can't. Okay, Farfetch, you also have this. At least when it comes to Altaria, I can actually use Thunderbolt without needing to, oh shit. I'm only gonna be able to get one Thunderbolt off anyway. Well, how do I go about this? I'm gonna leave out Electrode. Just because I think I do want to go and get myself possibly paralysis on that Altaria. Oh, I might be able to actually survive. Maybe I might not die. Let's just say that. Well, can't really use you anymore. Well, at least not for anything really. I can't use Aurora Beam at all. Especially on Altaria. Shadow Mist. Okay, Farfetch'd, hopefully you're going to attack Celio, and only Celio. Don't attack Electrode. Okay, Shadow Panic. That should be the confusion, right? Yeah, I believe it's... I hate this because it has really good accuracy, if not completely awesome accuracy. And it attacks everybody. So yeah, it sucks. Okay, if this actually works, it'll be awesome. Don't attack yourself. Well, you attacked yourself. At least that 5 HP is not going to be going back to Altaria. Since they don't even have any flying moves, I'm completely fine with Ariados then. Shadow Break. Oh, I know what this is. Don't. Oh, shit. It's recoil time. Oh, it isn't? Great. Oh, thank you. Because if I remember correctly, there is one of them that will. There's a shadow move that will have recoil. And as you can probably guess, that's something I want to avoid. But Ariados can probably get me a Nightshade. And it also has, you know, Signal Beam's not going to do much to Altaria anyway. I can probably go and look to see what its base health stat is. Don't remember it being too high, but I don't really remember it being too low. This is actually, now that I think about it, one of the Pokemon that... this is one of the Pokemon that actually is shared between Coliseum and XD. It's similar to Makuhita. And that Swablu is a Pokemon you can catch in Coliseum. Which Coliseum is actually kind of expensive for me at the moment, so I'm not going to be going after it just yet. But I'm going to be going after that eventually. I did go and get myself another actual game I really kind of want to go and play. More of a blind playthrough, even though it's not really going to be a blind playthrough. And that... I think I'm actually going to be doing Water Pulse on Altaria. But It's, what was it called? It was, Crash Bandicoot, Wrath of Cortex. I actually have ordered, the Xbox version. It's supposed to come with the manual, come with a good case, the cover all intact. Also the game itself is supposed to be good. Pretty cheap. I can't wait. I haven't played that game since at least a decade. I haven't played it, and it was on the PS2, the crappy version too. I didn't think it was all that bad. It was no Enter the Dragonfly, but it was not as good. Definitely. I don't think Bug works well on Dragon. Oh well. Celio's probably going to be out of confusion faster than Ariados would be, so I'm just going to do that and throw out the Ultra Ball right here. Oh well. I only got 6 games. One of the games that I actually ordered is a game I've already bought. I already played for you, but I'm going to be playing it again. This is the PC version. Hopefully it looks better than the original, and that's going to be fun because having that game where, you know, to be able to play it wherever I want on my laptop is going to be awesome. I'm going to keep it a surprise until I actually put it up, though. Now, this is going to be the end of the part after she leaves. Now, no way you're actually going to be making it, girl. Oh well. This is going to be the end of the part, everybody. I'm going to be put myself in a good position, look through everything, and heal up. And I'll meet you back at the elevator.